Do you remember back in America's early times when the African slave trade was going on? And it ended, right? Well, that's what you think. But truthfully, it hasn't. Today we face a serious issue with slavery: human trafficking. The definition of human trafficking is organized criminal activity in which humans are being treated as possessions to be controlled and exploited. Another definition for this is modern-day slavery. Innocent people are forced to provide hours of physical labor, commercial sex, and many other tasks. Today, there are 27 million people who live their lives like this. This includes children, adults, men, women, in every race. These people live their daily lives trapped by their owners, doing whatever they're told to do. They're also abused to the point of serious injury. In many cases, the slaves are in debt by the owner, or they're just too afraid to leave. But this brings up the question, how did they get there in the first place? Most times these people are in a vulnerable state. They're looking for work, shelter, food, money, a new beginning, and the trafficker promises them this. But it turns out that they lie. Other times the children are born into the slave trade. They know nothing other from it. The traffickers keep their slaves under lock and key for however long they want. Then when they're done with them, they just sell them off to another person, and it's an ongoing cycle. I just can't fathom how a human being could do this to someone. But what's even more confusing is how the slaves live through this. I recently watched a documentary titled Freedom, and Difference is Not an Option. In it, they explained 3 survivors' stories, and it was told by the actual survivors. All of their stories were horrifying. They were trapped for years, abused, hit with poles, ropes, anything that the traffickers could get their hands on. You could really feel the pain that they went through just by listening to their stories. Watching this made me realize how lucky I really am. I live in a pretty nice house. I have my own room, food, water, clothing, electronics. I've got everything that I need. These simple things are really taken for granted every day, and we need to realize how lucky we are. Now, it's easy just to say you know how lucky you are and not take things for granted, but I want to help. I want to help those who aren't as fortunate as we are, and I need your help. Don't just push the idea of human trafficking to the back of your head. You need to spread the word. You don't have to donate, but tell somebody. At least tell somebody. Tell your parents, your siblings, your neighbors, your friends, the guy standing in front of you in line. Make people aware that slavery is still happening today. There are 27 million people who live their lives every day like this, enslaved, right in front of you. But with your help, we could free those people.